cold and uncaring, the very essence of terror. That is how prosecutors describe Johar Tsarnaev, and it's why they argue that he should die.
Day one of the penalty phase in the Boston bombing trial began back at the finish line moments after the explosions. And jurors saw a new image of Tsarnaev captured after his arrest. Kate Merrill's live at the federal courthouse tonight with more on a very tough day one. Kate?
Paula, from the very start, day one was raw and emotional. The government making the jurors feel like they were at the finish line with tough testimony and disturbing video. But it's what Tsarnaev was caught doing on camera that was perhaps the most damning.
The startling image was captured on a surveillance camera. Johar Tsarnaev looking right into his holding cell camera shortly after his arrest and giving an obscene gesture. During their opening statements, prosecutors say this image speaks volumes. Prosecutor Nadine Pellegrini saying Johar Tsarnaev was and is unrepentant, uncaring, untouched by the havoc and sorrow he has created. Day one of the penalty phase was both emotional and disturbing. The government explaining why they think Tsarnaev should die for his crimes. Calling Tsarnaev the man who walked alone down Boylston Street and who stood alone behind the Richard family. They showed this picture. You can see the victims and survivors, from Jeff Bowman and Patrick and Jessica Downs to KRYSTLE Campbell. Also in that picture, Celeste Corcoran. She lost both her legs. She testified, "I remember thinking that I wanted to die. I remember thinking that the pain was too much and I wanted to die."
Are you okay?
Yes! Also shown Tuesday, a heart-wrenching video of moments after the blast. There was only confusion and screaming. And in the middle of the chaos, Gillian, Reny on the ground. This picture shows her with her mother. She testified Tuesday, "I was shocked that that much blood could come out of someone. I felt so weak and I was terrified I was going to die." KRYSTLE Campbell's brother and father both told jurors more about her childhood. They saw pictures of her life growing up, and they spoke of the hole her death leaves behind. Her brother saying 2 years later, "It's still tough. Not a day goes by that we don't think of her. I still pick up my phone to call her."
The judge ordering the jury today to deliberate very carefully and not be swayed by emotion or sympathy. He even went as far as telling them to ignore the wishes of the victims' families or the survivors. All 12 must agree if Tsarnaev is to face the death penalty. Live in South Boston tonight, Kate Merrill, WBZ News.